Hello! This video is all about comparing numbers. As we know, we always compare left to right. We start with the digits on the left and move to the digits on the right because we want to start with the largest place value. So the first number we'll take a look at, let's compare 2,117, and we will compare that, to 2,171. Okay, so if we're just going to look at this, we think about comparing left to right. We'll start at the far left digit on each number. We have a 2 and we have a 2. Well, we know those two numbers are equal, so it's not going to help us. We need to move on to the next largest place value. Okay, we're in the thousands. We're going to move to the hundreds. A 1 and a 1. Okay, they're the same. Again, that doesn't help us, so we're going to move on from the hundreds place to the tens. Here we have a 1 in the tens place and a 7 in the tens place. Well, we know a 7 is greater than a 1, so this tells us that this is greater. Our mouth is eating the one that's bigger. Another way that you can look at this is you could place these two numbers on a place value chart. So let me draw that out for you. So we go up to the thousands with this number, so I'll only go that far. Ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands, okay? So I made my place value chart. And what we are going to kind of do is we're going to split this chart in half. Okay? The top is where we will write our first number, which is 2,117. And our bottom number is 2,171. Okay, so I'm going to draw those dots. 2,117, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and 2 dots here, 1 dot here, 1 dot there, and 7, 5, 6, 7 dots here. And this is a good way for people who are visual learners who really like to draw that picture rather than just looking at the numbers. So here, if we're looking at our picture, we see 2 dots, 1 dot, and then whoa, that is very obvious visual that there are way more dots down here. So we would know that our number down here in the blue is the larger number, which we already set up there. One other way, let me just write, this is place value. That's a place value strategy. Another way we can do it is expanded form, which we've talked about plenty times. Expanded form. Okay, so if we're using the same two numbers, we want to write each of them in expanded form kind of on top of each other so that it becomes clear based on which place value it's in. So our first number is 2,117. So 2,100. Oop, I kind of ran out of room. I'll write down here. 17. Okay. And below that is our second number, 2,171. 2,171. Okay. So when we have it written out in expanded form or word form, we can really take a look at what we have here. 2,000, 2,000, 100, 100. Okay, that's all the same. But then look, 17 versus 71. That should make it kind of obvious which one's bigger. 71 is obviously bigger than 17. So again, all of these things that I'm giving you are just to add to your toolbox of strategies, ways to look at a number. In this lesson, ways to compare a number. It's all based on what you're comfortable with. I always tell you I don't expect you to use every strategy I give you. I want you to be exposed to it so that you have the opportunity to pick and choose what works for you. So there you have it, comparing numbers.